All right, let's talk about the NBA draft. So, the first round just happened, and I'm going to go over the first round. I originally said that I was going to do like a second round of what I thought I was going to think, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go over the first round, and then a little bit after the draft, probably on Friday, maybe on Thursday, during my college visit, I'll go over my grades for every single team in this draft. Probably make a long video on that. But we're gonna focus on the first round tonight. I'm just gonna go over pick by pick. So let's start off. Let's start off with round one. So I'm gonna go over the first two really quickly. It was Cooper Flag and Dylan Harper going the first two picks. Everybody knew it was happening. Um, yeah, I don't know what else I'm supposed to say other than yeah, we all know it was happening. Don't think I need to talk too much about it. Hope they both become all NBA players. Now, number three, this was where no one knew what the fuck was going to happen. They were either going to take Ace or they were going to take VJ, Khan, whoever, right? And they decided to go with VJ Edgecombe. Now, I'm going to make sure. First of all, I am worried about the fit. I don't know if they're going to play VJ at the three if he's going to come off the bench. Does McCain become expendable? I have a lot of questions about it. But if you're not going to get Ace, I mean, they must have not loved Knipple too much and decided to take Edgecombe anyway. So, I mean, if they believe in him, they believe in him. If they truly do believe in him, I get the pick. I think it's just going to depend on the fit with him and just see how they develop him. And this pick also told me that Paul George did not want to have to play the mentor role. So, um, I'm all right with the pick. It's not like a crazy ass pick. It's just the fact that Ace didn't want to go there. Now, number four, Con Knipple. Love it, love it. No, I had him number three going to the Sixers in my I want to do what the fuck I want in lottery draft, mock draft. But yeah, Hornets. Just go get the next best player available who was willing to go to them. And I think Con's a great player. There's a lot of untapped stuff to his game. No, he's not the best defensive player. But I guess given the VJ going, they just said screw it. Let's go get best player available. Just get another offensive monster. Not like Ace Bailey level monster, but like someone who can initiate the ball and everything like that. Not the most athletic player, but you know what? Fuck it. It's the Hornets. Who cares? We need shooting, and he brings that to the table. Now, I'm surprised Ace Bailey has not requested a trade yet, but he is going to Utah at number five. He did not look like he wanted to be in Utah at all. When I saw him get taken, I thought he was going to what do you call it? Get traded for OKC or whoever in this bottom half. But fair enough. If Danny Ainge wants him, he gets him. Like I don't know if there's much else I'm supposed to say other than it's Danny Ainge. He gets to do what he wants, and yeah, obviously it's a good situation for Ace. I don't know if he wants to be there. I don't know if that's going to ruin anything. If he does not want to be there, the Utah Jazz are going to have a lot of convincing to do. And if they can't get him to be engaged, there's a high likelihood that this is not going to work out. So we'll see about that. Number six, Trey Johnson. Basically, this is a flip flop of what I thought was going to happen. At seven, I didn't at seven I Malwatch, but if it were going to go guard, I thought Fears would go Wizards because I just heard about that. But hey, you know what? I think Johnson's a better fit to be honest with you. And I think he's a really great player, and I'm happy for him going to the Wizards. He gets to play the three. Carrington, and Johnson are gonna make a really fun backcourt next season when he does get his backcourt minutes. And he's gonna be a really great player. I think the reason why the Wizards took him is because I know that Johnson's been working on his playmaking this offseason, and they must have really liked his progression as a passer to where they would be willing to take him at the spot over Fears, and that's why Trey Johnson went at number six. Now number seven, I know you already have Jordan Poole, but I guess they need another young guy in there who can handle the rock and be the backup when injuries happen, and decided to make Jeremiah Fears. Now, I don't think he is the next Kyrie Irving like Stephen A. Smith is. However, he does have all-star potential. We'll see where he goes from here. I don't really like his developmental situation, but we'll just see what happens with him. And I'll pull up my notes right here. But yeah, I guess they don't trust Alvarado too much to be a good backup, not good backup point guard, but like a guy who can score, which was not really his game. But I guess they didn't like they wanted another Flynn for off the bench, who needs development. And although I think the Pelicans will be trying to get a play-in spot this year, they said screw it, let's just go get this kid we can get for the future. So maybe they're getting rid of Murray at the deadline and he starts. Who knows? Number 8, Igor Demon to Brooklyn. A lot of people were shocked by this pick. I saw this that could happen because the Nets are the Nets. They're a shit team and they're gonna take developmental projects when advertised. They're not in a competing state whatsoever. So I don't mind this. It's a good situation for Igor to develop and become a really good player. I will say so they were planning on trading up in this draft, and that didn't materialize, so they ended up using all 5 of their first round picks. We'll see what happens with that, but hopefully Igor pans out for them. And I'm gonna say a lot about. I'm not mad that they took 3 point guards in this draft, but I will say something about that later on. And I'll actually combine the Nolan Traore pick and Ben Seraph pick together because I think it makes a lot of sense. Number nine, Colin Murray Boyles. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. This is the first "what the fuck are you doing? You're a jackass" moments, and I'm not here to insult Asai Jury. Did I fuck up his name? I just want to make sure. I don't want to fucking Messiah Jury. Thank you. I'm not here to disrespect him, but this is a terrible fucking deal. You have Poto, you got to get rid of because you're going to be in the luxury tax. Like, I guess if they're fine being with tax, and they think Poto's going to be just fine. I get it. But why the fuck are you fucking need a center, and you just let the Suns come on fucking my watch. And Murray Boyles is supposed to go to a contending team who needs defense. Like, you're not a, I guess, but it's such a shitty thing. It really just is. I guess they just loved his defensive potential too much. I think it just comes down to that. I'm probably going to be wrong about this, but it's just, I don't fucking understand this pick at all. I just don't. I really don't understand this pick one bit. This was the first what the fuck pick. And I don't know how the hell to think about it. Number 10, Phoenix Suns get come on Malwatch. Fuck yes. You basically go from having no centers to having one of the best center prospects in all of basketball on your team who hopefully pans out. And then you have one of the best centers in basketball and Mark Williams on your team. I mean, fuck yeah, I love it. I love that. I mean, you get 2 fucking monsters. You probably get to run the Twin Towers, even though Kaman Malwatch is a really raw prospect. Hey, I love it. I fucking love it. Number 11, Cedric Coward. First of all, Sam Presti's probably really pissed he didn't get to take him. And second, I love this move from Memphis. I really love Cedric Coward. He has all-star to near all-NBA potential. Just, man, what a story he is. I was shitting on Portland for doing this deal when we get to Hanson Yang in a second. It says my notes, but I have something to say about that later. Overall, just a really great fucking deal by Memphis to go get their guy and be the Desmond Bane replacement. And honestly, you know what? If Cedric Coward ends up panning out, who gives a shit that they give up fucking Hanson Yang and a 2028 first? This guy's a stud, and I hope for the best that he ends up being an all-star man because I believe in the kid. He's just growing into who he is as a player, and man, I'm excited. Number 12, Noah Essengay to the Bulls. This tells me that with Essengay in particular that the Bulls are going to go into a rebuilding phase. I see Vucevic definitely getting traded. I see Ball definitely getting traded. Any veteran they have on that team is probably getting shipped out of Chicago. And this is the first step into the rebuild. You have Buzelis, and now you have Essengay to help your rebuild go. And they must really believe in Essengay in order to take him. So honestly, waited 2 lines to start the rebuild, but shout out to the Bulls. They finally learned their lesson. This was also another what the fuck moment pick. Not from the Hawks, but from the Pelicans. What the fuck are you doing? I just want to ask that. Do you just want Trey Murphy, Herbert Jones, and Missy Yves Missy, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, to carry your fucking defense. I mean, what the fuck are we doing? Like, I guess Queen fits their defensive structure, but like, is he just like the bench scorer? Like, I don't fucking get it. I don't fucking get this pick either. I don't like the fit at this pick at all. Like, I get the defensive structure; it's a fit because you can throw him at the 4. But do you are they like if Queen ends up like I'm trying to figure out this Queen like hold on, let me Pelicans rotation. Let's look at this. Let's just look at this shit. Hold on. I need to fucking go to this. Let's just go to this, right? And let's just say how it is, right? Jordan Poole, DeJounte Murray. Like, let's talk about, like, their starting 5 going into the season. Him, Jeremiah Fears, probably. Jordan Poole, Trey Murphy. I mean, no. Actually, you know what? Jordan Poole, Trey Murphy, Williamson, and Missy, right? That's, like, 3 good defenders on this team, right? Do they just want to get their fucking ass whooped defensively and just have... I don't know. Like, I genuinely don't fucking know. Like, I get you can do that, but who's the other fucking big who can come in? Like, Derek Queen is not a defensive 5 at the next level. He's just not. I know he's not. He's a defensive 4 at the next level, offensive 5. Like, do you expect Zion Williamson, like, who's probably going to be suspended, by the way, for outside allegations? I'm going to assume he is. Do you expect him? Trey Murphy can't guard the fucking center position. No way he can. And can Herbert? Probably not. Like, why the fuck? Where's the fucking second big? Like, where? Someone fucking tell me, like, why the fuck we're doing this deal? It makes no fucking sense. Why the fuck are you making that pick? And not only did you get Derek Queen and not get a second backup big, which you probably need anyway because you don't have shit, you gave up your 2026 unprotected first when you're already that limited of a roster to begin with. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm sorry if I'm pissing off Joan Dumars, but this was dog shit. I get the Jeremiah Fears pick. Fair enough. Trading up for Derek Queen when you're giving up your 2026 first, when you need a fucking backup center for the future. As much as I love Missy, you need another big. Unless you expect to contend with a free agent big. What the fuck is this? I don't see Derek Queen getting into a playoff rotation at all. I just don't. And it's just like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, by the way, the Hanson Yang pick at first was the worst of the night, but I ended up starting looking at his tape more and more and just realized, yeah, he's gonna be just fine. This was the worst pick of the night, by far. I don't give a fuck what the Nets did. At least they had a reason to fucking get 3 guards just to fucking figure out who's the one, right? What the fuck was the point? Like, honestly. Like, I get he fits into the defensive structure, and I know free agency still has to come, but what the fuck is his role? Bruce Brown is gonna hog minutes. Like, let's just name, like, the fucking top 10 rotation. Murray, him, like, at health. Murray, Fears, Alvarado, 3. Poole, Hawkins, 2. And I don't know about these guys. Trey Murphy, Bruce Brown, that's another 2. And how many are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, another 2. And Missy, and then another backup big. And if you don't get another backup big, I'm sorry. You're just being fucking delusional, right? Like, where the fuck, like, unless you believe in Makovich that fucking bad, who I've heard nothing about, can be a good backup center on this team. Where the fuck is Derek Queen fit? Like, where the fuck does he fit? Like, I'm sorry, I know my fucking shit is kicking in, and I'm just fucking so confused. But what the fuck was this deal about? I'm sorry. Like, I just don't know what else I'm supposed to say other than this was a shit deal. Like, literally, it just is. I don't know what you want me to say. I hope Queen pans out, by the way. I think he has a really great touch. I think other than defense and shooting, he's good at everything else. But it's just, man, like, why? Like, fucking why? Like, Williamson's not playing the 5. As much as he's big, even though he's just like 6'6" and a fucking human wrecking ball, he's not gonna be your fucking center. Like, I'm probably gonna have to redo my thoughts on this team once a trade goes down, because there's no way there's not going to be a trade. But based on this is just dog shit. I feel bad for Queen. And there's probably not a high likelihood he's going to pan out because of the fucking situation. And then probably the Hawks are going to get the number 1 pick. So, I mean, yeah, man. I don't know what the fuck the Pelicans are doing. I'm sorry. I try to keep things positive on this channel, but I don't understand what the fuck the Pelicans are doing in this situation. I just don't. Like, I don't like being negative, but come on. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm trying to be as honest as I possibly can. Like, I don't like this at all. Um, Enough of that. I'm tired of fucking ranting about how shit the Pelicans handled this draft. But let's talk about. I fucked this up. San Antonio Spurs. All right, let's talk about Carter Bryant. Who went to the San Antonio Spurs. I mean, they needed shooting. They needed 3 more guys who can get the ball up from 3. And he fits that perfectly. He has a lot more potential than that. I compare him to Jeff Green in terms of how he shows flashes but never pans out. That's one thing. That's one thing I've heard from people, and we're gonna see what happens. You know what? If any team is gonna develop Carter Bryant, it's probably the San Antonio Spurs. So, you know what? That's completely fine. You know what? You can take chances like this in the draft and just say, fuck it, let's go get our guy. So, I'm not mad about this. Now, number 15, Thomas Sorber heads to the OKC Thunder. He is the Hartenstein replacement. Just a fucking beast defensively. Not the passer Hartenstein is, but just a beast defensively. Either Hartenstein's... I don't know if Hartenstein's getting traded this offseason or not. Or gets his option picked up so he can get traded. But he's going to be gone very soon. And this is the replacement for Hartenstein. Number 16. Hanson Yang. Now... I'm going to pull up some of this dude's highlights. I was sitting there, like, I was on the call. You probably heard the Discord notification. I was in a call, and I was thinking, what the fuck is a projected second rounder is going to... The goal at number 16, which is near the lottery, to a fucking team that already has 4 centers, which, by the way, Aiden and or Williams is probably already going, right? But like, why the fuck are we doing it? Like, I had no idea why we were taking a guy who wasn't the athletic but had great feel. Like, I didn't know why we were taking him. And I didn't really understand that pick. He is a good developmental... I thought he was a good developmental prospect for the future, just good touch and everything. But I didn't think he was, like, that guy. Like, I didn't think he... I thought he was, like, a good project for the future. But, like, not right now. And then I get sent these two, and I pretty much just look... And I see the Jokic comps, right? He's not as good of a shooter as Jokic, I would like to point out. I'm just going to play these two highlights real quick.
7 points, no, 9 points, excuse me, 6 rebounds here. A couple, we just saw him make a nice...
First of all, who the fuck does that? Fucking passes behind the back to the cutter. Like, that is insane IQ. So, automatically, right, rip, I'm like, ooh. Like, he got that in his bag? Okay, now I get... Like, if his IQ is that fucking ridiculous, okay, then yeah, fine, the athleticism is not going to matter. And then I see this shit. Let's look at this, right? Fucking fakes the dribble handoff. Fucking froze it up like who fucking does that? Like, who fucking does that, bro? Like, the kid's so goddamn creative. So, yeah, you know what? If I'm fine with him going to first round, you know what? I didn't do my proper research. That's on me. But if his IQ is that fucking high, you know what? Fuck it. It's worth a shot at 16. Now we're gonna talk about 17. And talk about the Timberwolves. This is a project center. I knew they were gonna take a project, but I thought they were gonna be more of the guard and forward department, like a Will Riley or a Drake Powell or something like that. But I'm assuming with this pick they're thinking of life after Rudy Gobert, and they decided to take him. That's what I thought about the pick, and it's still what I think about at this time. The Frenchies just fucking overloaded the draft. We had like fucking 3? Yeah, 3 Frenchies. That's insane. I'm French, by the way, so hopefully it's not slur. But yeah, man, the Frenchies went off this draft. But back on topic. just a boatload of potential to be a really good center in the NBA. And you know what? It's worth picking here at 17. You know what? Screw it. You're not going to be back here for a long time. You need your future of your team assembled. Um, take a swing on a project and see what happens. Number 18. So for number 18, we have Walter Clayton Jr. going to Utah. Oh boy. Pooh. When I saw the Wizards get this draft him, I was like, ooh, that's interesting. Like, ooh, I like that. And then he gets traded to Utah. I mean, Utah fucking smashed this draft. Like, come on. You have two guys who could be top 20 players in the NBA on your team in the first round. Like come on, man. I'm higher on Clayton than everybody else, but man, that's just such a good fucking fit. And Will Hardy's gonna use him so fucking well, man. I'm so fucking pissed that Utah got them both. Like they fucking smashed this draft. Like it's actually fucking insane how they smashed this shit, bro. I hate Utah with a burning passion, but god fucking damn it, I gotta give them credit. They smashed the hell out of this draft. They honestly did. Fair play to them. Next, and I don't think I have to go over Clayton much, but just for future reference, if he is used correctly, he will be an All NBA player. He has Hall of Fame potential. His shooting ability is just ridiculous. So yeah, I love him. He's number 2 on my board. I have him over everybody else. I have him way on my board, higher than everybody else. I don't give a fuck. That kid's special. Now, number 19, we have Nolan Traore. And I also am gonna pair this pick with Ben Seraph, who won number 26 to Brooklyn. I'm just gonna say this: I see a lot of people shit talking the Nets, just taking 5 guys in the first round. You know what? If you're getting 5 guys in the first round, that's not that bad. Honestly, you know what? I'm gonna assume that now that you're taking three point guards, that Demon is gonna be off the bench, for you, or not off the bench. He's gonna be a wing, a very good passing wing. That's what my assumption is on that. And then you're gonna let Seraph and Nolan Traore fight out to see who's gonna be the number 1 point guard. So you know what? Honestly, I'm not mad about it. I get why people are confused about the strategy that not Brooklyn, Brooklyn had. But you know what? They weren't able to trade up, so they did the next best thing and just did what they wanted to do. Just took a lot of depth pieces and say, hey, let's just see who pans out. And honestly, that's not a bad situation. So you know what? I'm not mad about it. Opportunities are going to be limited, which is one thing I am concerned with. But you know what? It's not that bad. We're going to see what happens. I don't think we've ever seen this before, so it's going to be a good test experience to see who gets what. Next, we have Kasparas Jakuchelis. He fell way down everybody's board. And I'm surprised he went down that far. I saw him as high as 3 potentially, and to get him at 20 is just fucking insane. And I put Baltimore Ravens 2.0 here because it's just like every fucking good player that falls to the Heat. Like it's the same thing with the Ravens, like right? Like I'm gonna use the NFL for example. Malachi Starks, fantastic safety, right? Or defensive back for people who don't know football positions, right? He was a top 5 player in this class, or top 10, excuse me. And he falls all the way down to 27. This is what it feels like with Miami again. And it's just like, holy fucking shit. How many fucking times are you going to get away with this, bro? Like, you get Jakuchelis, Hero, Wiggins, who's probably going to get flipped for Kuminga, Ware, and Bam Adebayo. Like, come on now. That's fucking fantastic. At pick 21, for the 21st pick, we had Will Riley, who goes to Wizards. He is a project. He has a lot of scoring ability. I'm fine with this pick because of the number 6 pick with Trey Johnson. If they believe in his playmaking ability that much, take him based on what his development has been in the offseason. You know what? I'm fine with this. Will Riley is not a playmaker. He is a shooter. And you know what? If you want to get a guy who gets buckets, fuck it. You're a rebuilding team. You can make picks like this. So I have no problem with it. Now, 22, Brooklyn gets Drake Powell. He is finally they didn't draft a guard. I felt like they drafted so many guards. Like thank fucking god. He is a project, but he has a really great potential to be a really great defensive forward. And you know what? Brooklyn can do what they want. They can take on projects. They're gonna be. It's gonna take them a long time for them to be a playoff team. So you know what? You can take picks like this. I'm not too mad about it. You need depth everywhere or versatility everywhere, and I'm fine with this. Number 23, Asa Newell. This is the Kristaps Porzingis insurance pick. And the fact they were able to give him 23 as well is absolutely fucking insane. Fair play to the Hawks. They are also a winner in this draft. They basically got out of this pick, and then they got out of this pick, right? And basically got a free lottery pick, and then they get and then they were able to fucking get Kristaps from this trade, and then they get his backup potential replacement if KP is not healthy. Like, that's just that they smashed this draft. I mean, I gotta give the Hawks credit. They smashed this draft. Shout out to them. 24, Nick Clifford going to the Kings. The Thunder had to trade somebody eventually, and it ended up being Nick Clifford. Nick Clifford is a good player. I guess the Kings still want to contend and be a good team, and they brought him onto the team for a reason. I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know what else I'm supposed to say. Other than, yeah, they got a good basketball player. Don't know where their future is. Don't know what the vision they're going in it, and I really don't know how this team is going to operate in the future. So that's all I'm going to say. Now, number 25, another player who ended in his fall, Jace Richardson, going to Orlando. Orlando just needs scorers, man. Orlando just needs scorers, specifically guard depth scorers. And you get Bane and you get Richardson. I mean, come on. Like, that's a win. Like, you're getting good players at the end of the day. You needed more scoring. You were the worst three-point shooting team in the league. And you just got a whole lot better at both of those things. I mean, yeah. I think Magic are definitely going to be in the run for Eastern Conference Finals next season. I think it's just going to depend on what happens at the backup center spot. We already talked about Ben Seraph. I think he has a higher floor than Noah Traore. I don't know about ceiling-wise, but he played really well against Bayern Munich. He made a lot of good decisions. Not the, like, most high ceiling player, I will say, but a really great floor and will be a great role player for a long time. 27, Danny Wolf. The Nets finally drafted a big. One of a lot of people's favorite players in the draft. He's really a point guard in a 7-foot, 250-pound body. You know what? It's always good to have a playmaker who's a big. And you know what? Danny Wolf is not the word. Honestly, I like Danny Wolf. I really liked him starting out. Cooled off towards the end once I started seeing how much defense mattered in the playoffs. I am concerned about that for him, but if he's like a lead playmaker on a really good team, that's a ceiling. And you know what? It's worth a shot. And I think he still has potential to be a really good three-point shooter. So overall, that's a win. Next, Hugo Gonzalez from Real Madrid goes to Boston. They most really love him, and he has a lot of potential to be a really great role to starting level player. I don't know if they feel him as an all-star, view him as a future all-star, but you know what? You can take long term. If you're thinking long term, fuck it. Take this guy. He's fuck it. I don't really have any issue with this pick whatsoever. They also have like 33 and 34, so they're gonna get backup centers anyway. So really, who gives a shit? Like, if we're being honest. Overall, really good pick. Another player who ended up ending his slide was Liam McNeely. He's really good at standing up at 3-point shooting. Good, decent defender, and not good at on-the-move threes. So, and the Hornets solved one of their major issues of shooting threes. I don't know what other. I think they definitely have. They actually have a pick early in the second round, so they're going to take a pick as well. So we're going to see a run of bigs in the second round. But this is not a bad pick at all. I like this pick, and I got on this video immediately after. Yannick Conan Niederhauser ended up getting drafted. So all I'm going to say about that is the Clippers needed backup bigs. They could not have Ivica Zubac carrying this team in terms of front court depth. And you know what? Niederhauser has played well. He's moved up the ranks. And you know what? Take the projection upside of of him being a great impact player in the long term. And you know what it is? What it is? I don't really give a shit that he's 22. Um, you need to back up bigs, and you know what? You can take swings like this at the end of the first round. So, um, a couple before I get out of here and get this video out, a few players that did not get drafted in the first round. Excuse me, include Rasheer Fleming, Noah Penda, Cam Jones, Maxime Reynaud, Ryan Kalkbrenner, Jahani Broom. I hope I didn't fuck. I probably fucked that up. Tyrese Proctor, Bogaloob, Markov, Chaz Lanier, Dink Pate, Kobe Brea, and a bunch of others. So that's my thoughts on the first round of a draft. Pelicans fucking took a shit. Nets did good, and the Hawks fucking smashed it, and Grizzlies smashed it the first round as well. So probably tomorrow I'll just go over my grades for and probably go for, not tomorrow, probably like Friday. Like I'll probably get an edited video out this weekend of my grades for the NBA draft for each team once the second round comes out. And yeah, hopefully I don't have to. I'm gonna be on break. I mean, if there's a big trade that happens, then obviously I got to record a video. But yeah. Also, Fred Van Vliet got his extension, so shout out to him. And Rockets get more cap space. So yeah, see ya.